Viewers and subscribers, please make sure to subscribe to Saga News TV and give a like and share, because if you don't, you will miss out a lot on the news.
Two brothers were shot dead and a third brother shot and injured by a gunman during a home invasion in Westmoreland on Tuesday night. The deceased has been identified as 34 years old Leon Gaze and 31 years old Cyril Glaze, both said to be unemployed, of Bath District in Southern Lamar. Reports are that about 10:30 p.m., the brothers were at their home in Bath when they were pounced upon by an unknown assailant armed with a handgun. The gunman opened fire, hitting all three brothers before escaping on foot in the area. The three wounded brothers were afterward found and taken to the hospital where Leon and Cyril were pronounced dead. The third brother has been admitted in a serious but stable condition. Reputed Dan from Mountain View Avenue area was shot and killed nearby Windward Road in eastern Kingston on Tuesday afternoon. The deceased has so far been identified as Dangles. According to eyewitness, two men on a motorcycle drove up alongside the vehicle in which the now victim was traveling and opened gunfire, hitting him multiple times. The vehicle ended up crashing into a plaza on Windward Road. More details are to come on the development story. A security officer and a taxi operator are among three men charged over a gun found in a car on Brunswick Avenue in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Saturday. They are 23 years old taxi operator DeAndre Blake, otherwise called Diddy, of Omari Crescent in Kingston, and 20 years old bus conductor Joanne Twin Ramsey from Waterford in St. Catherine, and 24 years old security officer Tajay Brown of Mid District, Guysill in St. Catherine. They have been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. Reports from the Spanish Town Police are that at about 9:40 a.m. on Saturday, a team and mobile patrol intercepted a grey Toyota Fielder motorcar along the roadway. A search was conducted and a .38 pistol with 438 cartridges and one spent casing were found between the front passenger seat and the cup holder. The men were taken into custody and later charged following a question and answer session in the presence of their attorney. The St. Catherine North Police are investigating the shooting murder of a 37-year-old man in the community of Fraser content in the parish on Sunday. Dead is Sheldon Reed, a Tyler of Lagood Crescent in the area. The police report that at about 3 p.m., Reed was at home when explosions were heard. The police were summoned and they found Reed with gunshot injuries to his upper body, the Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch. In recent times, the Fraser content was figured permanently on police crime reports. The Spanish Town Police are reporting that a black shotgun loaded with 3 12-gauge cartridges was found in a white bag in Fraser content, St. Catherine on Monday. Reports are that between 4:40 and 5:30 p.m., a team of lawmen conducting an operation during which a group of men were spotted on a dirt track in the area and seeing the police, the man allegedly run. A subsequent search of the area was carried out and the bag with the firearms seized. No one was arrested in relation to the seizure. Investigation into the matter are ongoing. The police have charged a 29-year-old man with robbery and gun possession arising from an incident in Newton, St. Catherine on April 29. He is Ronald English, otherwise called Gaza. Gaza man of Waterloo District, also in Newton. He was charged yesterday with robbery with abrogation, possession of a prohibited weapon, and using a firearm to commit a felony. The Newton police say about 11:15 p.m. on April 29, English allegedly pounced upon a man who was standing along the roadway. He reportedly pulled a gun from his waistband and robbed the complainant of properties before escaping. He was later accosted by the Newton police. 22 years old Ebony Ebanks of Duke Street, Maypen in Clarendon has been missing since Friday, June 7. She is of dark complexion, slim built, and about 165 centimeters, 5 feet, 5 inches tall. Reports from the Maypen police are that about 9:50 p.m. Ebony was last seen at a bar in Tollgate, Clarendon, wearing a grey blouse, black skirt, and a pair of black slippers. She has not been heard from since, the police said. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Ebony Banks is asked to contact the Maypen Police at 876-986-2208, 119 Police Emergency Number, or the nearest police station. An almost 4 hours long standoff with police, in which a cop was shot. Then Johnson, an ex-member of Jamaica Defence Force, escaped prison time on Friday when the judge imposed a guardianship order on him, following an impassioned plea by his attorney and a testimony from a psychiatrist. The standoff occurred at Johnson's house in St. Catherine on November 2, 2021, after police received calls of a man firing bullets at neighbors at Cumberland Meadows. It was reported by the police that Johnson ran into his house and locked himself inside, with his daughter refused to comply with the cops' request for him to surrender. During the encounter, Johnson used his licensed firearm to exchange bullets with the cops, resulting in one of the policemen, and Johnson was shot. Police report that he only surrendered when his wife arrived on the scene and spoke to him. Johnson was charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, wounding with intent, and 7 counts of shooting with intent. He was facing a life sentence for his action. When Johnson last appeared in the gun court, his attorney, King Counsel Peter Champagny, and Samuel Campbell, called a psychiatrist, who testified that at the time of the shooting, Johnson was struggling with mental illness. Before the verdict was handed down, the judge had 3 sentencing options: imprisonment, probation order with supervision, or a guardianship order. Champagny advanced argument as to why a guardianship order was most appropriate to hand it down to his client, and told the court Johnson's mother was prepared and willing to be his guardian. He also said that arrangements were being made for Johnson to be supervised practically by officials in the mental health field. Champagny, in an impassioned appeal for his client not to be sent to prison, urged the court to avoid threatening Johnson, as other people with mental disability are treated in where they are locked up and the key thrown away.